With that, we are ready to rock. This is break 1388, the 2021 Topps Chrome 1-box. Pick your team. We've got a little Spencer Howard RC of the Philadelphia Phillies headed to Alvaro, followed up by Corey Kluber of the Rangers. Then we have a Future Stars, Kyle Lewis of the Seattle Mariners going to Buddy, and Starling Marte of the Miami Marlins to round off that pack. Before we get into the second pack, I just want to welcome Travis and Alvaro, new to the BT community tonight. Thanks for joining us. You can use promo code NEWBT for 20% off your first break at BreakTraders.com. We have Jorge Soler of the Kansas City Royals, an Ian Anderson RC of the Atlanta Braves going to Chris. Following up with that, we have Kyle Tucker of the Astros, that silver refracto, and then a Joey Bart of the San Francisco Giants RC headed to Buddy. We get it down to the Chargers, and we're ready to go for the serial random. Luis Brinson of the Marlins, followed by Shane McCallahan of the Tampa Bay Rays going to John. Then we have Luis Garcia, 35th Anniversary Edition RC of the Washington Nationals headed to Buddy, and Marco Gonzalez of the Mariners. Austin Mays of the Orioles, Jared Walsh of the Atlanta Braves. Then we have a Future Stars, Yordan Alvarez of the Houston Astros going to T-Man, followed up by an Alex Bombaram of the Philadelphia Phillies headed to Alvaro. Josh Bell of the Pirates, followed by Freddie Freeman of the Braves. A silver, Will Smith of the Los Angeles Dodgers going to John, followed up by Max Muncy of the Dodgers to wrap that one up. JD Martinez of the Red Sox, John Lester of the Cubs, the Prism, Orion Yarborough of the Tampa Bay Rays going to John, followed up with Kyle Schwarber of the Cubs. We have a Dylan Carlson RC of the St. Louis Cardinals headed to Travis, followed by Gio Urshela of the Yankees, a Prozimo Power Anthony Rendren of the Los Angeles Angels going to Travis, and then we have an Andrew Benintendi of the Boston Red Sox. DJ LeMahieu of the Yankees, Nate Pearson RC of the Toronto Blue Jays going to a Buddy, followed by a silver refractor, Fernando Tatis Jr. of the San Diego Padres, and then we have Austin Riley of the Atlanta Braves. Michael Conforto of the Mets, Tim Anderson of the White Sox, a San Diego Padres 35th Anniversary Edition Jake Cronenworth headed to Travis, followed by Jose Altuve of the Houston Astros. Alejandro Kirk of the Toronto Blue Jays going to Buddy. Following that up with Luke Voigt of the Yankees, a Future Stars. Nick Solak of the Texas Rangers going to Buddy. And then Steve Strasburg of the Washington Nationals. We have Ketel Marte of the Diamondbacks, Ryan Braun of the Milwaukee Brewers, a Nick Castellanos RC silver prism or silver refractor of the Cincinnati Reds, followed by Shane Bieber of the Cleveland Guardians. I think she'll be in here later in October. Devin Williams of the Brewers, followed by David Dahl of the Rockies, a Prism Lords Gurriel Jr. of the Blue Jays headed to Buddy, and then we have Clayton Kershaw of the Dodgers. Shohei Ohtani of the Angels, Rhys Hoskins of the Phillies, of baseball, Jesus Luzardo of the Oakland Athletics, and that is going to be heading to Buddy, followed up by Max Kepler of the Minnesota Twins. We have Adonis Medina of the Phillies going to Alvaro, followed by Fernando Tatis of the San Diego Padres. Then we have the Ryan Weathers of the Padres RC, Ryan Weathers of the San Diego Padres RC going to Travis, and then Dallas Keuchel of the White Sox. You know, folks, if we get that prism down to even just the Dolphins and Eagles, I would run a filler there, and I think I'm trying to do the math right now. It'd be about $65 a spot for that filler. Devi Garcia of the Yankees RC, and that is going to Jay, followed by Pete Alonso of the Mets, a Nolan Arenado 35th anniversary edition of the St. Louis Cardinals, followed up by a Ryan Yarbrough of the Tampa Bay Rays. So $65, and you get a cereal for Luis Diaz of the Miami Marlins going to Travis, Mike Moustakas of the Reds, and then here we go, folks. It is going to be a Josh Fleming RC auto, and that is going to be out of 150 of the Tampa Bay Rays going to John. Following that up with a Tariq Screwball RC of the Detroit Tigers. Kyle Tucker of the Astros, followed by Cabrian Hayes of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Cabrian Hayes of the Pirates going to Travis. And then we have a silver refractor, Mike Moustakas of the Reds, following up with a Juan Soto of the Nationals. Keston Hiura of the Brewers, Lucas Giolito of the Sox, a Sherton Apostle Prism RC of the Texas Rangers, followed by Christian Pache of the Atlanta Braves. That Texas Ranger going to Buddy, and Christian Pache going to Chris. Salvador Perez of the Royals, Cody Bellinger of the Dodgers, a baseball, Yoan Moncada of the Chicago White Sox going to John, followed up by a Joe Adell RC of the Los Angeles Angels going to Travis. Brian Bruxton of the Twins, Edward Escobar of the Diamondbacks, a silver refractor, Marcell Ozuna of the Atlanta Braves, headed to Chris, followed up by a John Hayden of the Milwaukee Brewers. Miguel Cabrera of the Tigers, a blue Juan Soto of the Washington Nationals going to Buddy, followed by a 35th anniversary edition Luis Robert of the Chicago White Sox headed to John, following that up with a Eloy Jimenez of the Chicago White Sox. And we have 3 packs left. Luis Garcia RC of the Washington Nationals going to a Buddy, followed up by Patrick Corbin of the Nationals. And then we have another auto, and this is going to be an Edward Olivares RC of the Kansas City Royals going to T-Man. And then we have Sean Murphy of the Oakland Athletics to wrap up that pack, and we have 2 packs left in this break. We have a Bobby Dalbec RC of the Boston Red Sox going to Travis, followed by Ahmad Rosario of the Mets, and Adonis Medina RC of the Philadelphia Phillies right there going to Alvaro, and then Corey Seager of the Dodgers. And we're on to our last pack. Jesus Sanchez RC of the Miami Marlins going to Travis, followed by Anthony Rendren of the Angels, a Prism Tariq Screwball RC of the Detroit Tigers going to Travis, and then Ronald Acuna Jr. of the Atlanta Braves. Alrighty, here we go. Our rookie rundown: Tariq Screwball of the Tigers, Jesus Sanchez of the Marlins, Adonis Medina of the Phillies, Bobby Dalbec of the Red Sox, Luis Garcia of the Nationals, Joe Adell of the Angels, Christian Pache of the Braves, Sherten Apostle of the Rangers, Ke'Bryan Hayes of the Pirates, Tariq Screwball of the Detroit Tigers, Lynn Diaz of Miami, Devi Garcia of the Yankees, a Ryan Weathers of the San Diego Padres, Adonis Medina of the Phillies, Alejandro Kirk of the Blue Jays, Jake Cronenworth of the San Diego Padres, Nate Pearson of the Toronto Blue Jays. Then we have Dylan Carlson of the St. Louis Cardinals, Alex Baum of the Phillies, Luis Garcia, 35th anniversary edition of the Nationals. Following that up with Shane McCallahan of the Tampa Bay Rays, followed by Joey Bart of the Giants, Ian Anderson of the Braves, and Spencer Howard of the Phillies. And now on to our 2 featured cards. They're both autos. We have the Edward Olivares and then the auto 150, Josh Fleming. Josh Fleming of the Tampa Bay Rays going to John. And then Edward Olivares of the Kansas City Royals headed to T-Man. And with that, we are done with break number 1388. Done with break number 1388. We'll be right back from BT Field.